Today's headlines: Primate Ayodele drops new prophecy. Buhari wants new diplomats. You're welcome to the news. The news details. Primate Elijah Ayodele, the leader of the INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, has named some politicians who will not be governors of their states in 2023, despite having ambitions to succeed their governors. Primate Ayodele said in a statement signed by his media aide, Osho Oluwatosin, that the politicians mentioned should not waste money on election campaigns because God has not anointed them to lead the states. His revelation, according to the statement, also cut across the major political parties, including the All Progressives Congress (APC) and the People's Democratic Party (PDP). The man of God mentioned Arthur Jarvis and Daniel Asuko for the PDP in Cross River, while Prince Godwill Edward and Asuko Ekpeyon were mentioned for the APC. In Delta State, APC Primate Ayodele warned Minister Festus Keyamo, Great Ogboru, and mentioned Senator Emmanuel, the Deputy Governor of the state, Kingsley Otaro, in the PDP. In Ebonyi State, PDP's engineer Fidelis Nwako, Mr. Chris Uzolo, and APC's Edward Okwagu were listed as politicians who won't become governor in the state in 2023. The cleric advised all the aspirants in mentioned to channel their money into philanthropic activities because there are several blessings in it than wasting it on political campaigns that won't yield anything at the end of the day. Primate Ayodele, who always prophesy every now and then, came up with another prophecy. And the prophecy says there are some people, some politicians, who will not be governors of their states come 2023, despite their ambitions to succeed their governors. And they listed out some names of the politicians from APC and PDP. They should not bother wasting their money, but they should channel their money into philanthropic activities. Because if they channel their money into those governor's posts, they are just wasting their money. So it is better they channel into a philanthropic, they become a philanthropist, because there are several blessings in it. And we know that the prophecy in which Primate Ayodele gives, if they don't come to pass now, they will come to pass later in the day. So I think those people, those politicians, should not overlook what the primate is saying, but they should yield to whatever the primate have seen or have heard. Now let's look at the second headline, which says, "Don't interfere with Nigerian politics. Buhari wants new diplomats." The President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, on Thursday in Abuja, warned diplomats newly posted into the country to steer clear from internal politics while remaining within the limits of their schedules. Buhari said this during the presentation of letters of credence to ambassadors of Czech Republic, Denik Kyrgyz, Italy, Stefano Di Leo, Spain, Joan Sanz and Israel, Michael Freeman. Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, disclosed this in a statement titled, "Observe, but don't interfere in the internal politics." President Buhari tells diplomats ahead of 2023 elections. He said, "You are assuming your diplomatic responsibilities in Nigeria at a very interesting political period, as Nigeria's national elections are due in early 2023. As you settle down in the face of those developments, it is my hope that you will also be guided by diplomatic practice to ensure that your activities remain within the limits of your profession as you monitor the build-up to and the conduct of the general elections next year." The President called for the support of the envoys in tackling rising global insecurity and strengthening communality. According to him, "We are living in unprecedented times and with so many uncertainties, especially with the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic, the rise in global insecurity, and the devastation of our environments caused by climate change, among other existential threats to our collective peace, progress, and shared values. Different factors that accounted for these challenges go beyond the abilities of any single country to effectively contain alone. Matters of security have become the business of all the nations of the world to work closely together to build consensus in order to overcome these challenges. For us in Nigeria, we continue to make steady progress despite the daunting challenges, especially in the areas of insecurity, fight against corruption, diversification of the economy, and our efforts in promoting good governance, among other aspirations." Buhari also noted that Nigerians' differences and divergence in culture and religion had contributed immensely in cementing unity as a people, as well as spurring religious tolerance and respect for one another. He urged the ambassadors to build lasting friendships in the course of performing their duties that will go beyond assignments in Nigeria. On the regional level, Buhari said Nigeria will continue to work with other member states of ECOWAS and regional blocs to deal with the problems of terrorism, trans-border crimes, banditry, maritime issues, and unconstitutional change of government. We have come to the end of the news. Thank you for listening and enjoy the rest of your day.